Hey guys, your girl here, and welcome back to day 4 of 13 days of BRITT-O-WEEN. And today we are going to be doing this Slimline waterfall card. I had made one like this previously, and a few of you have asked for a tutorial, and so I really hope that this one will be of help. I did have a few fender benders while creating this, and so so I'm hoping that you can still be able to follow through. I originally got this idea from Sam, who's Mixed Up Crafts, and I just utilized it with what I had in a slimline version, and I used the cut aparts from the collection that I used to create this card. And I'm using the Mystic Moon paper pad, and you can get this at Michael's. I got this last year. And so I just utilized what was in the collection. Of course, if you go back and watch Sam's video, she did stuff based on some stamping and specific sizes that worked for her. And again, I was just utilizing what I had and what I had for the collection. So without further ado, if you guys want to see how I made it, stay tuned. Alright everyone, so for today's project, I am using this paper collection called Mystic Moon. I got this from Michael's last year, and this is my first time really digging into it, and I think it is so cool, but it's like kind of hard to like really like make anything out of it, because it's a Halloween paper pad, but it's more of like what's the word I'm looking for, fortune tellery type ordeal. So but that is what I'm going to use today, and we are going to make a slimline card. And I had shared not too long ago a card that I did for Eileen Mack, and I did a waterfall version on the slimline, and I know a few of you have asked if I had a tutorial, so I thought this would be a great time to go ahead and do it. So I have all my stuff pretty much pre-done already. And so I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know. So what you are going to need is you are going to need cardstock that measures 8 inches in width and 9 1/4 in height. And then just on your 8-inch side, you're just going to score it at 4. And I am going to go ahead and fold this up. Alright, and then you're also going to need another piece that measures 2.5 by 11. Now, when I originally did this, I used the tutorial by Sam, Mixed Up Craft, and hers was 11.5, but I found a way to make it work by using my 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So with this, on your 11-inch side, we are going to score it at 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, and 5.5. And that's it for all that. And then for my matting, everything you want to do for your matting goes according to how you want to do it. So I am going, like for my inside, I am using 3 layers for the inside of my card. And so my back layer measures 3 7/8 by 9 1/8, and then my second layer measures 3 3/4 by 9, and then my top one measures 3 5/8 by 8 7/8. So it just depends on how you like your borders. I like 1/8 of an inch borders on mine. And then for my cover, I like to accentuate the back portion a little bit when I'm using decorative cardstock. So this one I have it at 3 7/8 by 9 1/8, but then my top portion I have at 3 5/8 by 8 7/8. So again, it's all about to your liking. There's no rhyme or reason to it. This is just what I prefer. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach those to my card. So now we're gonna take our 2.5 by 11-inch piece, and we are just going to varnish the score lines. So we're gonna fold on the score lines. like so. All right. So when doing this, this is why hers is initially 11.5, because there's a little bit that's hanging from the tab part. But I am adhering this cut apart that says Love Fake Destiny. I am adhering that to the bottom here. Not all the way, but just enough for it to stick out. So then when I have it on my card, it'll be like this on my card. And then my first one here will kind of cover that portion up like that. So this part, just kind of do whatever it is that you want to do or what you want to use as far as your waterfall. I'm using these cut apart pieces that are included with the collection. And then I know in hers were squared, and then she did stamping on hers or whatever. I will have her original video linked down below, but because I'm utilizing what I have and I'm utilizing the collection, I did it according to what I wanted to do. So this part, I mean, the basis of the portion of the card and then the waterfall is really all you need from me, and then everything else is just kind of how you want to put together what you're going to use and stuff like that. So you can refer to this video, or you can go ahead and refer to hers and use the exact measurements that she utilized for her card. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my cards here, and I make sure I didn't mix them up. Okay, I think I did mix them up. So be this way, this way, this way, and then this way. All right, so the cards that you want to be, so like this one, oops, so starting here, like I want this card to be here, and then as you move on down, and then you put your next card on top, so on and so forth. So make sure you have your whatever you're using in order to how you want to have it. So I'm going to apply my glue. This right here. Okay, so now that I have all of my cards adhered, I'm going to take this piece here. This measures 3.5 by 1. This is just a scrap that I had left over, so I'm going to utilize this piece. And then at the top here, what I'm going to do is I am going to adhere it right like this. So you want to make sure there's some hanging off the edge there, and I'm going to adhere it to the top there. And this is your top flap where all your cards are already hanging, so you don't get it confused with your longer flap. Now I'm going to take this piece and adhere glue on the either sides that are hanging and apply it to my card. And you want to kind of line it up to where the top part here is, like where you have your matting at. I had to walk away. I had a little flubber here, and I had to walk away, and I ended up having glue, and I had it ripped off my piece here. So I'll just do something quick. I'll do something to go ahead and hide that, so like it wasn't even there. And so now you have that. I'm going to add my little Love Fake Destiny. So this is my little pull tab. So I want to make sure it's at a good, because again, originally her mechanism is 11.5 inches, which gave much more room but she does give you measurements on how to cut your pieces in two and adhere it together. But I'm lazy and I just wanted to do one. So I'm going to adhere at the very edge here. Alright, so this is my pulling mechanism. And then I had an issue with this last time I did it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some washi tape here so it makes it a lot smoother so it doesn't hit my little tab here that we created. And now it's not hitting my mechanism. And I just added that bling layer to hide the boo-boo that had occurred when I had to walk away. And make sure before you like really get into it, make sure that your stuff is pressed down. So in that way you have a really good waterfall effect. So now when we pull it down, so we pull down our tab and we now have your Slimline waterfall card. So besides all the little fender benders that happened, I hope you guys enjoyed this creation. I think this turned out super cute. Like I said, I had a little couple mishaps, but you know what? That is what happens when crafting sometimes, and you just find ways to get around it. And so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me down below in the comment section. And then thank you so much for tuning in today on day 4, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Bye!